The key issue for people here in France, obviously, is whether more perpetrators of Friday's attacks are still on the loose.
Yeah, well, the information we're getting is certainly pointing towards at least one suspect still being at large, possibly two. Now, earlier this morning, police sources who spoke to France 24 reporters were saying that two suspects in the attacks may be at large. Now, in the last hour or so, we've had an update from the AFP news agency, which is citing security sources saying that three brothers were involved in these attacks, and that one may still be at large. I don't know what the security source is. France 24 hasn't been able to double check that yet, but certainly in terms of a suspect being at large, we now have different pointers to the same notion, which is that, as I said, at least one suspect may be at large. We're obviously going to keep you updated on this other news about the three brothers being involved. One other aspect of the investigation, Nadia, that I want to bring to you is that an abandoned car was found in a Paris suburb this Sunday, and Kalashnikovs were found in that car. They're thought to have been, or the vehicle was thought to have been used in the attack on the cafes and restaurants in Paris. And at the moment, DNA tests are being run to see if there's any link between this car and the people who were arrested in Molenbeek in Belgium. But I don't want to say too much about that because obviously we'll be going to Belgium shortly with our correspondents there.
And this just coming into us as you were speaking to us there, Armen, the body of a second of the kamikaze killers, the suicide attackers, has been identified as French. This just coming in again on the wires, so we'll wait for that confirmation on that. Now, of course, that's the French side of the investigation, but there also this attack had an international aspect to it. The main point that everyone is keeping to today is the Syrian passport that was found on one of those suicide attackers.
Yeah, and the migrant crisis in Europe is now inextricably linked with the Paris attacks, because we know that the holder of the Syrian passport that was found at the site of the stadium attack, the Stade de France, the holder of that passport entered the European Union October the 3rd through Leros, which is an Aegean island, a Greek island, along with thousands of people who are fleeing the war in Syria. The passport holder entered Serbia from Macedonia on October the 7th, then requested asylum in Serbia. That's according to Serbian police. We don't know if the passport was real or fake. That's important to point out because there's a big traffic going on in fake Syrian passports.
And if the passport belonged to the body as well.
And that's what I was going to come to. That's the crucial point. We don't know whether the bomber was in fact the holder of that passport or not, and obviously whether he was or not makes a huge difference as to the impact that this is going to have on how politicians handle the refugee crisis from now on.
Armen Georgian, thank you very much for that.